Hello, welcome to the basement. Let's start with some sayings from the sayings of Poor Richard. What do we have? Kings and bears often worry their keepers. All right, so I have found, as always, more things. It's funny, in a box that never, ever, ever should this have been in. It is a vintage Harley Davidson pin. Well, vintage in that it's from, well, not vintage, but it's from 20 years of, okay, so it's commemorating their club, HOG, the Harley Owners Group. And I would have got this somewhere at some point, and it should have gone onto a hat or something. So anyway, instead it was lost forever, but not quite ever, in a box. It was. So I am going to carefully, I'm ripping it out of its confines, and remember I told you I had plastic bags at the end of the hall there, even though they are the evil of the world now. I'm going to take this plastic bag off. And oh, yes, it has another one in it. Where is this plastic bag from? It's from, celebrating 50 years of IGA. 1951 to 2001. So that's, wow. That bag's like 23 years old. Anyway, it's still fine. This will become a bag for recycling. And this pin, so it does not get lost again into the depths of some box somewhere, even though it really doesn't go with the Commodore things, I am going to stick it onto this hat, where it can reside until I figure something else out. But at least I know it's safe, and I know that this hat will not be lost. There, right above the Amiga pin and the iAdore my 64. So it is safe. Now while I have this hat off, I'm going to grab another hat. And this one also has been in a box for a very long time, and it is in memory of 9/11. There it is. It's got a wonky to it. Anyway, I guess it's been bent away in a box. It has. Anyway, so there. Yes, enough said. Terrible day in history. Now here, interesting. Here's a set of drill bits that I found. They will go into a toolbox. They're supposedly made by Kawasaki. Titanium lasts 5 times longer. Titanium drill bits, they are. And it's funny, they're in green, which is a Kawasaki thing. And, yeah, I had no clue. They will go upstairs. They will. Now, another thing I found, and I have a bunch of these, and it's now timely again because another movie's come out. Look, it's a Minion. Now, this one I thought, see, some of them would talk and stuff, and I always thought, it was really cool when I had them all, like bunches of them, and they all worked. Like, they were kind of sound activated, so that, like, if you had a bunch of them together and you made a little bit of a noise, they'd all start chattering away. This one, I thought, boy, what? Like, I thought it has. Anyway, it doesn't have a battery thing. You shake it, and it makes the noise. Anyway, this will go with the Minion things. Now, it's a miracle. This guy, I don't remember his role in anything. think it was part of the Minions, but I don't know. But if I flip this on, he still sings. And they all used to do this. At some point, I might see about getting, there seems to be, to get these apart, it's a triangular screwdriver. And then I'm assuming the batteries could be replaced. There does seem to be a seam down the side of them, and it would be interesting to get, now maybe McDonald's 2010. So boy, this battery's lasted a while. But anyway, I don't know if you can see in there, but I can with these glasses. There is, it's like a triangular screwdriver. Now the other thing that may work is just the right size flat-headed screwdriver. But you know, with all the Minions that I have, and there are lots, it would be cool to get a whole flock of them singing again. And now there's a new Minions movie out. Anyway, if I push this thing, things happen. This one does not sing. It has no, it just rattles. But it has this little ball thing that it spins. Anyway, these two, as I say, there are a lot. Because when Andrew was little, it was Minion time. Ding! So we had bunches. And you know, there are times when, see, people do not understand people. And that is that sometimes you have to do things that are a little unusual to have people say, oh, look at that. Or look at him. Or look at, you know, whatever. And when you're working in a school setting, ultimately, I, in my role, look at this. It's another bag from my DA, 50 years. Things are falling. You want to be approachable, so if there's trouble or someone's in distress, they'll come to you instead of doing something. You're taking, you know, hitting somebody or doing something. So there are times, there, I have a bag of batteries to go to my mother's now, when I have, it's been a while, but I have taken a bunch of things like Smurfs and more Minions or whatever, and just gone to the cafeteria in school and sat there and started spreading these things out and looking at them and sorting. And sometimes I would line them up to take cool pictures if I had a whole bunch of them and stuff. And ultimately, some kid who doesn't know me very well and hasn't talked to me, but somehow will be enticed to come and say, oh, wow, that's a lot of Minions. And, oh, by the way, I can't find my locker. Anyway, I'll see. Now, I do collect buttons. I don't remember this one ever, but I found it also, I think it was in the same box as the Harley pin. It says, kiss me, I'm Arab. Well, that's interesting. I know that certainly I wouldn't, if someone was wearing that, I wouldn't run up and kiss them. And I know that there are certain things in some Arab cultures where you certainly, that could get you in a lot of trouble. But anyway, I think it's for the more progressive crowd. But I will hang on to it, of course, and put it with button things, and who knows, maybe it'll end up on a hat. Now, oh, what else did I found here? This is something we had at home forever and ever and ever. It's from 1967 when Canada turned 100, and it is a piggy bank thing. I'm just looking at it. What does it say? Credit unions are growing with Canada. And yes, so that is the logo for 1967. It is. Yum, 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 yum. Try and get in a good reflective state. And on the other side, it's the coat of arms of Canada. Now, this sat on a shelf on the mantle. Sorry, not a shelf beside, under the mantle, beside the fireplace forever and ever and ever. And it's like, ooh, cool. And it even still has the key in the bottom. And it is a piggy bank. And I'm not going to diddle around with that at the moment. But I thought, ooh, cool. So I will see about, maybe I'll pass that on to one of my siblings. Here, of course, is a wonderful thing, a magic eraser. It was also in a box. It's a little squished, but it's good. And if you don't know what a magic eraser is, and I'm surprised if you've ever watched me, you don't. You take one of these, you put water on it, you don't put any cleaner on it, and you go at an old computer like a Commodore PET or an Apple or something, or anything that has just, it just doesn't look right. Now, it's not going to get rid of the yellowing. The yellowing will stay. But it's amazing how much dirt and stuff that this very quickly will take off. And literally, I've had computers that are, other people, oh my God, just put it to the curb and get rid of it. You take a few minutes with a magic eraser and it's like, oh. Now, I also found a bag. And it's from No Frills. Now, that is, well, I mean, no one has bags anymore. Ah, things are falling. But anyway, so in here, and I suspect some of this will end up going to my brother, but other things I may actually use. Here are coat hook things. Now I have 2 or 3, maybe 4 coat rack things, and they have hooks on them, but there's nothing to say they couldn't do with, there's a third, some more a little farther down, maybe, possibly. Oh, wait, what do we have? It's a 4th one. So maybe farther down, maybe for, like, oh, I'd have to look at the height and stuff, but maybe I'd have to size it up right for an umbrella, or just another, if you're putting like just t-shirts and things on it, and not coat things, maybe, possibly. What else is in here? Oh, there are 5. But there's more stuff, and this is stuff that, oh, when we moved, I would have put this stuff in here. Hang on. And maybe it will be helpful, and maybe it will not. Just a second here. How many? I think there are screws. Yeah, there are some screws. Oh, I can't see. There are some screws. Now I'm not sure. There we are, little screws. I'm not sure if these screws would go with there, like a dog tag chain. I'm not sure if these screws would go with the coat rack thing. I'm thinking maybe they would. I really don't want to drop them and end up. You know what? I'm going to put them in this mug that says Sid Canal. That's a little bent and a little twisted. And I'm going to look carefully. Because the other stuff, I don't think they would go with. Would they fit through here? Oh yeah, they absolutely do. So, perhaps what I will do, and I will hopefully do this soon, I'm going to put everything, all these coat racky things, into the mug. And remember, these are, I could put new looking things on the things, but these have patina. And here's the stuff I may end up sending to Richard. I don't know if they will help. Whatever. They're hinges. And oh, there's another screw. Actually, I should check. So here is the hinge, and here is the thing that goes into it. Now, I did save. That's where I need to check upstairs. Of course, I saved a door that had leaded glass in it. And these, in fact, may be the other side of the hinges. So before I get rid of these, I should double check. Because there are 2 of them, as there would have been on such a door. Now there's another screw, but that doesn't match at all. There are 4 of the pins, which doesn't exactly make sense, because there only would need 2 of them. but I'll have to check. Two of them look a little funky. Alright, I will put these back in this bag and just check before I send them away. They are heavy duty, but it would be silly if I kept the door all this time to end up throwing away the additional hardware whenever I sell a thing. I say, well, I don't know. You know, I just don't know. So, and look, it's a dog tag chain sort of thing. That's what it is. And because it doesn't have dog tags on it. Now, is there anything else that I picked up? Oh, here's something that's always helpful. It's a Sharpie. It is. And it works well. So I will keep it handy here. It's thicker than others. Sometimes thickness is helpful when you're writing big letters and things, especially because I'll be remarking boxes to go or stay or here or there or whatever. And mostly, hopefully, they'll be going. So is there anything else that I have forgotten here? Oh, I guess there's one thing that I guess I brought it over here and I haven't really seen it. Oh, look, it's a throttle. It is from a motorcycle. Now, what kind? I don't know. It doesn't say on it. It does not. It does not. It does twist. It does. And when you twist it, you'll see that this thing here actually does move, which would, of course, affect the gas flow. You know what I think I'll do with this, because I really don't have anything for it. I will put it up here, and I will send it to Richard, and he can maybe make use of it on something he has in the north. Who knows, might be some cool thing he does on a boat motor. I don't know. Anyway, as I continue to say, I need to keep moving along and keep putting things where they belong and getting things out the door. So, I'll just make that. I forget what I did. Oh yeah. Oh. I try to make notes so I can get things listed fast, or the things up faster. I do. So, cool. Perhaps I should end with some more from the sayings of Poor Richard. Light purse, heavy heart. Thanks for coming. We'll see you again. Gotta keep remembering this hand. This doesn't do good. Bye. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.